Yo, what's good? What's
Yo,
good? Everybody tapping in, SR broadcast in the building. We here today doing a live interview. We gonna get it popping. I want to start off as always to thank everybody that's tapping in, that will tap in. And if I have any new viewers, may you guys please do me a favor and go follow the Instagram for SR broadcast at SR underscore broadcast and like, comment, subscribe. It helps us all out. And I'm gonna tell you next what we got going on today. Show us some love. We always show it back. But today, man, we're here. We're interviewing a young talented artist out of El Paso, Texas. Straight out the sunsets. I like to say, like the way you said it, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
so,
So he's a musician, you know what I mean? I brought him on here today to share with you guys, introduce himself. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him do just that, and then we'll get into the questions. Right here at SR Broadcast, man, where it all goes down. And also shout out Cali Hood Media. Y'all go follow and subscribe to them as well.
it's Zay2Fye. You already know, straight out of El Paso, Texas. I don't like to consider myself a rapper. I'm just an artist in general. I love making music. I love putting on for my city. I always show love to everybody in El Paso, and much love to Six Deuce too. And having me on his live here. Um, man, shout out to him. I can't thank him enough for this opportunity. With SR broadcast. And all y'all better make sure you tap in with them, tap in with all their platforms, because they're really out here helping artists out. Just giving them a platform to speak and kind of show more of their personality outside of just music.
Yep. No, and thank you. I appreciate that. That's very well said. But yeah, man, exactly that. You heard it there. That's exactly what we're about here at SR Broadcast. And again, if you guys want to go trickle on down to Spilled Records, that's the label right there. Go show love. We always show love to all artists. And SR Broadcast is partnered with One Underground TV. Go show them some love. What's going on with that is best way I can explain it. We're not trying to be like another world star and all that. That's the best way I can compare our goal to share artists, but we're not about memes. We're very serious on SR Broadcast and One Underground TV, two different platforms. SR Broadcast is our podcast where we speak about and cover music, media, and more. So all the way from that, our main goal, is to help out artists, to help out people. We don't just preview artists on here, like I said before, all the way from entertainers, comedians, dancers, choreographers, people that make food, all that. They do car work. Anybody that got a passion and works hard and is trying to share their story is here. The only thing we don't allow on here is chomos, lame snitches, and weirdos. You not any of those, bro. You solid. So back to you, bro. I don't want to get too off track, but yeah, man. Anybody that's new or showing love on my side, go tap in with Zay2Fye on Instagram. I'll have him right now. Write it in the comments and say his username. Go tap in with him on all platforms. And shout out YB Smoke, the boy right there too. Go follow him on Instagram. Go
Everybody
shout
tapping
out
with
to
YB. Yes.
to his music. Go show love. Shout out Lazy Blue Devil, SF40s, all the real ones. Um, but yeah, dog. So I just want to ask, so we can begin it off, is that tell a little bit about yourself and your perspective, because I know I asked YB Smoke before, but even though we all grew up in the same areas, we might have a little bit of the same perspective. So what would you say, man, coming out of El Paso, Texas, growing up, how it was and how it shaped you into the artist you are? Like what would you say influences of your city, other than hearing like, man, these are the artists that are mierda, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I can do better.
Yeah.
Like, really, what was your journey? What you got going on? Tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Start from square
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, for sure. Square one. Born and raised El Paso, Texan. Out of Horizon. For most of my life. Sometimes I was in the Valley too. So much love to all of El Paso, and El Paso, man. It's a great city. There's a lot of crazy stuff that happens and is going on, but other than that, there's so much love in the city. I've met so many great people here. Throughout my whole lifetime, and just as of recently as well, um being being in just being mainly just being an artist here and meeting other artists. I felt so much love from everybody. um Shout out Boozy, shout out YB Smoke, shout out Young OJ, shout out Lyric, shout out, everybody who I've made music with has just showed me so much love and support. And I'm still new to this. I haven't been doing music for that long, fresh. I'm still fresh out of high school. I'm going to school, I'm going to college. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very hardworking in everything that I do. I try to put my 100% into everything that I do, and I try to better myself every day in any aspect that I can.
No, yeah, and I like that about you and YB Smoke, and most importantly, it's like I see, like I said before, we even went officially live and we're talking in the background. That's exactly why I respect you guys and what you do, bro, because it's like, yeah, there's a lot of young dudes in the game and younger coming up. I'm seeing these little chiquitos talking about crazy stuff. Nuts ain't even dropped yet, talking crazy, but it ain't about that. Ain't about age. Doesn't mean the age is gonna stop your creativity. I'm just making a little joke, no hater diss. I just got a sense of humor. But other than that, bro, you guys are obviously, young men. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what I see you guys doing with your music, just of me previewing it, seeing how serious you and YB Smoke are about your music, that's a lot, bro. Because I'll be honest with you, at your age, I didn't really take it serious as long as I've been rapping. It's funny, right? I didn't take it serious until 3 years ago. I'm 24, so really do the math. You know what I mean? Like it took a long time for me to take it serious, and not because I didn't. I would just sidetrack trying to do this, and that's what I see why I don't think a lot of these people belong in the game, because people say, "Oh, anybody can make music," and me personally, I don't think that. And I'm not saying because I think I'm this or I'm better. No, I'm saying that, bro. We need more doctors, dog. We need more
Right.
people, bro. We need more this and that, bro. Like I miss when people wanted to be athletes. Bro.
Right.
So it's not
Yeah.
about that, but what I'm getting at is if it's in you, not on you, bro. I see too many people trying to fake an image or be cool to follow a trend or to be accepted. And I like the way your guys' music. I can tell you guys are not trying to do that. You guys are just making music. You guys are just coming
Right.
off as yourself,
Yeah.
coming authentic, doing it young, staying focused. And that's what it's about, bro. Because you can tell when somebody's focused or not. And off the bat, you guys have a serious demeanor. You guys are taking it serious. You guys are very professional. And I salute you, bro, because I wasn't doing that. I really wasn't doing that. Yeah, I'm still young, but when I was your guys' age a couple of years ago, I still was all over the place with my music. So to see you guys taking it serious, take advantage, because really, bro, you guys in a way, and that's how I am. See, I don't want to be better than nobody. So if I see people more advanced than me, I'm gonna push them, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, you got that potential, and you guys are one of those few. So it's like, don't waver, don't ease up. My biggest advice from a young artist to a younger artist: don't let your foot up, my boy, because the moment you let your foot up, not everybody can get back to where they were. And I learned
Right.
that the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I didn't really start seriously putting out music until later when it mattered and I had the right mindset. But had I have been trying to push music, it probably would have got lost in the sauce, and who cared? you know.
Right.
So, and also my advice to you: don't rush nothing, bro. Don't feel rushed. Of course, everybody got those crazy stories and projects that we got done last minute. Shout out who the is Mike, an engineer I work with, very talented. His favorite saying is the fourth quarter mentality, he likes to call it, which is I'll be hitting the studio sometimes, bro, 10 minutes left, late or going, still get it done, still knock out all the songs I need to knock out. And that took time, is what I'm saying. The moral of what I'm bringing up is that I appreciate, again, the people I work with. So I like that you shout your people as well and recognize them and give them that credit, because not many people do. A lot of artists get lost in the sauce on their ego. They get lost in the sauce as far as they get off track. So the fact that you guys are staying focused, have your eye on the prize for the most part, keep it there, bro. Keep it there. Don't let somebody try to tell
Much
you what
love,
you
bro.
think you should sound like. Don't let nobody knock you either, because there's room for improvement every day as an artist. And that's a hard thing I've learned, is that keep an eye out, bro. Not every clap is a clap out of support. Sometimes you got jealousy claps, you got fake love. So I also
Yeah.
keep an eye out for that, bro. Be the one saying it's hard, be trying to one up you low key, and instead of
Hmm.
your homies like, bro, you ain't hard. So that's kind of what I'm getting at, is I see y'all more advanced than I was at your age. So I encourage you fools to keep it up, because you guys are probably way more folks than I ever was at 19. and music wise and having songs on YouTube, or you got videos, bro. I barely did my first two visuals this year, bro. And not that it matters.
Right.
That's why I posted that the other day. Celebrate you doing what you said you did. Don't trip about how long it took you. You
Right.
know?
No, yeah, for
So
sure.
so I just want to go on to continue to ask. You know, I've asked YB the same thing, bro. Like, I don't care if people think it's recycled. I just think it's something to ask for y'all because you guys are younger. I might ask this to a couple other artists, maybe, who knows. I try to switch it up. But I think it's perfect to ask you, bro, like, what's the first song you ever made and what led you to make that song? And after that, what would you say is your favorite song that you've ever made?
All right, yeah, yeah, for sure. So, first song that I ever did is Keeping It Real, featuring Young OJ. Young OJ, man, much love to him. Much love to everybody who's, I've made music with, who's helped me, supported me, on my journey, again. Like you said with the ego, I put that aside because I wouldn't be who I am as an artist today if it wasn't for every single person. We're a product of our surroundings. So, shout out to, everybody, even if I haven't made a song with you, if you've showed me love and I've showed you love back, you've had an influence on me as an artist. It started off with young OJ, man. He's an amazing engineer, very talented, very talented. Um he was in my city, out of Horizon. And me and OJ actually go way back, man, to be honest, not even gonna lie. We go back to like little league football. We used to play little league football together. So, that's always been my boy. And when he started making music, that was definitely one of my encouragement. Like, yo, he's making music. I could do this too. And he's just improved so much as an engineer, and so much that I even went ahead and I got him up on that track. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was one of those for sure, where it was like, I gotta have him on my first song. So, we did that song. And it's crazy. The other day I was listening to that song, and it's still good. It still slaps. But it's like, man, I've came a long way. I've really came a long way as an artist, and a short amount of period of time, in just about a year. I've came a long way as an artist. I hear a lot of improvement. Lyrics, beat, mixing, everything has improved. And one thing is, you just got to keep pushing, man. You just got to keep working every day. Like, kind of how you were saying, that this music, it isn't for everybody. And it's never a talent thing. Some people, sure, they might be, more musically talented than others, but it's never a talent thing. It's more of a mentality and a work ethic. And you have to be willing to invest time and money, and a lot of things that goes into my music that people don't even know about. Like, behind the scenes, there's a lot of things that go into it. Promotion. You always just gotta work hard on every aspect of this music. And one thing too, for sure, what I see, from other artists as well, is they'll put the time, but they don't put their money where their mouth is. I've put so much money into this music, and I'm very proud to say, I've worked for every dollar that I have. I was never given nothing. I was never handed nothing. Even right now, where we're at, and me and my homies, YB Studio, we've really built this studio from nothing. Before, we were just recording, band lab. We had a laptop. It was a school laptop, and that was about it. That was, about all we had. We've bought a mic, an interface. We have monitor speakers on the way. I just we PC today came in. You know what I'm saying? And we switched to FL Studio, and that all took money and work. So that's one thing I would say. Just, I would encourage other artists is, you put time, you write your raps, but you also got to put money into it, because if you're not putting, money into making a quality product, it's not going to sound the way you want it to sound. As
Yep.
for which song I feel is, the best right now, um man, I have a lot of favorites, but um shot rest in peace, my good homie Gigi Rich. I have music with him. Did my latest video with him. That one would probably be up there with my top songs for sure. But my personal favorite is a Smooth Operator. I shot a video for that one too. It was an open mic video. Went back to the valley where I grew up. Shot it at a mural there, and that one, I was just in my zone, man, when I recorded that one. And I've had that, like, that beat and that like what I wanted to say in my head for a while. But just putting it all together, really just, it was like, wow, like, this is good. This is exactly how I wanted it to sound. I had tried to record it in the past too, and it just wasn't sounding how I wanted to sound. And I had got to OJ's, and I was just really feeling it this day. And I went out there and I recorded it, and it was, like, it was one of those songs where I didn't have to look at my phone. I heard, I felt the beat. I knew what I wanted to say, and I went on there, and I said it, whole song, freestyle, boom, 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 everything was clicking. And that one, I was really in my flow state during that song. So, all y'all tap in, Smooth Operators, Zay2Fye. There's a video for that one on YouTube too. And I appreciate it if y'all would, go show love.
No, yeah, man. Hey, I think that's amazing, bro. And I just wanted to note, by the way, salute to you and YB, dog, not only for being young, talented artists, bro, but salute to you guys. You guys are very articulated. I like the way you guys uh tell your guys' stories, bro, with so much depth and just passion, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't give it more than that, because that's exactly what this is about. Genuine, like, don't get me wrong. I decided that around next year, I'm gonna start pushing for live interviews, and that's why I have a team. So, see, I'm in the Midwest right now, but I got my homies in LA. I got a homie in Vegas. So, people that are within our team's reaches and areas, I'm gonna start pushing for live interviews. You know what I'm saying? As well as I'm gonna start doing, I wouldn't say it's gonna be all scripted, because it's not gonna be fake, but like a scripted question. Obviously I'm gonna switch them up
Right.
individually and try to tailor them to
Hmm.
each artist. But I think I like it the way it's been, bro. It's natural. I've been improvising. I just been coming straight out. I ain't got anything written down. I just got what's on my mind, and to keep it a buck. So, like, the fact that you guys can share your knowledge in such a great way and give it the details that are necessary for other people to visualize your journey, where you're coming from, and the struggle, because that's how you want to feel when you hear somebody talking, bro. You want to feel like I could picture that, and I can. And I mean, I literally seen it, 'cause that's one of the first songs that popped up when I was out there. Shout out to you, all my peoples. Go tap in with Zay2Fye, Smooth Operator on YouTube. Again, I believe it's everywhere else as well. But
Yes,
I
sir.
think
All
that's a
all
dope.
platforms. All
I think that's
platforms.
a I think that's a dope how you said your first song and how it was created, because with me, I can relate when you say about trying to record a song and it just not sounding. So, like, I have a song called Friend Request that is on the Like I Am Part 2 mixtape that I got coming out. Shout out Chop the Father. He's out of Houston, Texas, by the way. I have a song called Father Talk on the mixtape. I dropped a surprise today. Everybody go listen to it. It's only on YouTube and SoundCloud. When the mixtape drops, it'll be everywhere. But I'm bringing this up because my journey to making that song, let alone the friend request song, was that the friend request one, bro. I wrote that, and I wouldn't say really wrote, but kind of, it was a freestyle turn to a written around like 2018, early, like right when just 18 started. And I just didn't like the way, shout out to the individual that tried to help me record it. But this individual, low key, was just hating the whole time. I hate to say it. He just really wasn't trying to hear me be my best, and acted like he did. But then low key, like, can I say, you got a lot of those, and no disrespect, but you got those failed musicians turned engineer. And I feel like, I'm not dissing. I'm just saying it's like fools need to just be happy with what they're good at and not hate on another man. Like how you said you started. That's how my boy, shout out Winners back. He told me he felt when I started. Well, started as in taking it serious. He's like, damn, I know you've been writing for a minute, but like, for you taking it serious and like actually, like, cause you gotta understand, I only did strictly freestyles. I didn't have songs. I had attempt at songs, and I had all. Remember when SoundCloud you could rap straight into your phone, and you couldn't
Yeah.
upload really. That was what I did, bro. It's like dead a speaker or a loud enough TV. I put my phone next to it, and I just go ham. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Respect.
Yeah.
So, like, I know what you mean when you give me a struggle, bro. Stay near. I don't got much, but shout out to my management, my cousin Steve. And again, I respect that you did it. I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? So all my money and side money goes to my kids, and I barely again start taking it serious. So I was gonna save up. I had the opportunity to do it on my own, but point is that he bought me a mic. You know, I really didn't ask for it and expect it. And see, this is I'm the type. I'm the same way. I like working for everything myself and not egotistically, just in the sense of I don't want nobody saying they handed me nothing. But I also want to recommend get to an age if and only it's coming from uh genuine place, take the opportunity because not all opportunities are good opportunities or worth it. So I will say that the same way that I accumulated this channel. So that's why I'm bringing that up is like lucky to them and my team and my support system. And shout my boy Winters back. He surprised me around like Christmas time. He bought me a laptop because he called me one time when I first had my daughter and he seen me stressing and he was like, dang, bro, like you good? And I was like, nah, bro, like I'm frustrated, bro, because I don't live in the biggest town. You know, I don't
Right.
really have a lot of outlets around here. I really just came here for family and to make sure my daughter has a safe place to live. Because you know, I grew up in LA, bro, and I don't want my daughter being a little hot Cheeto eating, just no good, freaking just. No disrespect, homie, but these OnlyFans women out here, these disgraces, bro, and
Yeah.
like I'm taking her to Missouri where she can learn about life and life moves slow, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Respectfully. So he surprised me, was like, hey, bro, like, you know, I'm that type of dude. I hate taking things because I'm exactly like you. I've always worked for anything I've had, bro. And it's like me getting older, more kids, whatever. If it's from genuine places, yeah, I take it. But I even tend to a lot of time be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Even trip out. I hate to say it. It's kind of off subject. People get mad. They'll probably follow me and subscribe for this. I get a real controversial hate because me personally, dog, money sign Suede. The rest, I don't know him personally. I'm not gonna diss him. I'm only bringing him up for this. I think he's garbage. I think straight up, just through and through, I feel like if you got to take another man's style and you got to rely on beats, because I've had a bunch of people justify, oh, well, his beats are hard. If you got to justify your lyrics with a beat, you're not a good artist. And I'm not hating or talking down. I'm just keeping it facts, but I want people to improve. But the reason why I'm bringing him up, before he died, who be like, oh, you're just telling stories? No. My homie from my hood, shout out the homie, he was tied in with I don't know how tied in, so it wasn't like I'm talking, but Compa Raider and Trash Bag Boys. One of the associates. I don't know if it's straight up Compa Raider, but I know it's for sure an associate. My homie wasn't lying because truth is I gotta say too much. But my homie does his own thing legitimately and he don't need them, bro. He got his own shit going on, you know, but he networks, you know what I'm saying? Um this fool was like, hey, bro, before he died, I promise you, I'm not on my kids, man. I die tomorrow if I'm lying. And he showed me pictures, text messages to where he knew that fool. And he was like, hey, fool, get a song with this fool. But exactly that. Not every opportunity is a good opportunity. How much you want to bet if I made a song with Money Side Suede, everybody would have known me. But guess what? I don't need another man to let me know them. And I'm not going to make music with another person just because he's popping. Because there's musicians and there's people that are popular. There's a big difference, man. And I'm not hating on nobody. Salute to whatever you make music how and for. But the reason why I bring that up is because individuals like him get overhyped. And can I be honest? I feel like youngsters like you and YB Smoke and people I know deserve those opportunities. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
maybe that's why, because I know where the real talent's at. That's why
Right.
people can hate on me. You know, I don't hate that man because I don't know him personally. So I see this is when it comes to music. I separate artists personally from their music, bro. If he's a great musician, but a shitty person, or the penny house, because I'm not gonna, like I said, you a chomo, you lame, you snitch. I don't care how good you are. But as far as like you, people may not like you because your image, but you make dope music, but you're not a weirdo. I'll bump you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Respect. But I'm not that. I just can't hop on waves, bro. Like even for example, if people are gonna hate me for this one, shout out Mexican OT. I don't think he's a bad artist. I just think like he's overhyped. But he does deserve his accolades and he is very talented. So I have nothing bad to say because the man, he got the talent.
Yeah, he got.
But I'm just trying to say that if you see what I'm saying, I don't hate, but I tell the truth. You know, I will never take that away from another man and their accomplishments. The reason why I'm bringing all this up is because all the mistakes I've made to accumulate to be here, I made sure exactly that. I worked hard. I learned that you need quality. You know, if you really have a project or a song you want to work on, I feel like take your time. You know, also at the same time, don't always take your time. That's what I mean. There's taking your time and there's taking your time and letting it slide by.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want artists to know that. Don't be that artist to where it passes you by because you want to be Mr. I'm gonna. Now stand 10 toes on when you're gonna. The first hardest step is to take the first one. So if you have a project you're taking your time on and you got it right, give it that quality. Don't rush it. Uh, but if you feel something needs to be out, let me tell you something, all artists. If you feel something needs to be out, even as bad as you need it out, make sure it comes out right. But on certain off chance times, if you feel a song needs to be out, but your label, everybody telling you no, no, drop it. I don't give a dang. Drop it, homie. You're gonna surprise yourself on where you need to be because maybe that's the song you need to drop to know where you gotta be at and further yourself. So seeing you do that and how you guys started, how you guys are building it up, same here, bro. Like I started off with nothing, literally, and luckily, like I said, me on my circumstance, but it was all family. It was people that I invested in as well and show love to me back. So it's just people taking care of each other. Same as you and YB, pretty much. My boy hooked it up, got me right. My cousin was my family. He believed in me. He just wanted to bless me because he's seen how hard I've been working, and he's like, "You deserve it because I see you're investing in your kids, and you don't really got a lot of money." Because I don't. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. My daughter and my kids, it takes out a lot out of me, but that doesn't make it impossible. That's the sacrifices,
Right.
So hold on, let me add YB to the stage. But yeah, so in lesser words, like that's exactly it. So cause I want to ask you a few more questions about that. Is I respect that I'm pretty much relating and rebuttaling to what you were saying about exactly that, working hard, bro, and not asking for handouts. That's exactly what me and my team did. We never asked for anything. We never went out of our way, but we were never afraid to show support, and we were never too good to show it. We always show love, dog. That's why I say egos don't exist in this type of work. It don't, bro. It can't. And if it is, then go ahead. You want to shout out to Kanye, but bro, if you want to add Kanye West on me, bro, go ahead. That's cool, bro. But don't. I don't want to have to bust the they not like us because we know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. Keep your head on your shoulders, right? The way you and YB Smoke are doing it. Keep investing in each other. 'Cause that's what you need, bro. A strong team. I don't care what nobody says, bro. To the ignorant fools that they're okay. There's people like you and me that work hard and don't ask for handouts, but then there's the fools that are too uh big headed to just ask for help, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that. I want to say that right now. Unless you're being a leech, unless you're totally getting everything handed to you and you're trying to act like you did all the work, then that's all bad. But if you're them type of fools that took your opportunities right and you did it okay, but you still work hard for your stuff, do what you got to do, bro. And don't stop, dog, because it ain't easy. And that's what people don't understand is that they don't see the hard work. They don't see when you had to go create, to go work that 9 to 5. They didn't see what you had to invest, what you endured. They didn't see the losses you took, bro. There's a lot I invested. Like I'm even keeping a buck right now, flat out. I'm still on an inflatable bed because I've been investing. Don't be worried, real bed's on the way. I just moved into my crib, but far as like just trying to be like, you know what? There's little sacrifices. Yeah, I could have bought a real bed 3 weeks ago when I moved in, but I had to invest in my mixtape and make this hard and happen. But guess what? God bless me. I got a one on the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example of if you invest in yourself, bro, it does pay off. It does pay off
No,
all
yeah,
the
it
way from
does.
little to big sacrifices. So I do want to ask you, other than what came about and how you started rapping, what really, other than YB Smoke and your image, what inspired you to be like, you know what, this is something I truly enjoy and it's not just a hobby? Like, what attracted you to music that made you feel like you related to the point, like, bro, like this is life, like this is something I put my life into, and this is why I put all this hard work into it.
Right. So, again, a big thing with it is, the people around you. And I'd like to, shout out to my family. They've always supported me in this music journey and always motivated me for sure. Shout out my brother Xavier. He's in the chat right now. That's my blood brother. He's always like since we were small, and I was just like freestyling with him in the room. He's always told me like, yo, you could do this. He's always motivated me. Shout out to my other brother George too. Those are my two blood brothers right there, and they've always pushed me to go push forward in this music. And shout out my mom, my pops too. They've never looked down on me for doing this music. They've always supported me in everything that I've done in life in general. And this music thing, it's another aspect that they've always supported me in. And like kind of how you were saying, with your kids, you got to make sacrifices for family, but for sure it all pays off in the end, and I respect you, a lot, learning more about you, learning about your kids, but how you still, you're providing for them, you're still doing your music thing. It's the same thing with me, I don't have no kids myself, but family is for sure, family always comes first, you always got to take care of your family. And I have a lot of friends that I've been friends with them for so many years that they're basically like family to me. Shout out to my boy Matt. He in the chat too right now. um, Man, I've known him since we go way back, bro, like elementary school. Um, and it's like, once you've been homies with a dude for that long, like for many years, they're part of your family, you're solid with them. And he's motivated me too, he's always tapped into my music, always shared it, always showed love. And I have a lot of friends, a lot of family, and they've always motivated me to keep on going with this music. I'm always playing them my unreleased, they're always hearing it, they're always like, yeah, you're improving, and that's for sure one thing um that's made push me to motivated me to do this music. And just passion, that's just something you gotta have, man. That's something you either you have the passion or you don't, because sometimes this music stuff, if you don't have the passion and you're not doing it out of love, then it's not gonna work out for you. And that's just the truth. That's just facts right there. If you don't have the love for this music and the passion for it, you're not gonna make it far at all. And it's mainly because how we were saying earlier, you have to invest into it, and not all the time. It doesn't sound like a smart investment. Like how you say, you're making sacrifices. There's people, they're not passionate enough to go sleep on their inflatable bed and to drop their mixtape. There's people that, nah, they're gonna go get them a bed, and they don't want to do this mixtape. They're gonna push that off. They're gonna delay that. They don't want to work. How certain people work. And for sure, I've always been passionate for this music. I've always had a lot of love. And that also just goes for my influences in music. I have a lot of influences in music, young and old. I, I'm very young myself, but I've my family, mainly my pops. I know a lot of old rap, and that's what I listen to this day, and that's what I grew up on. And that's for sure a motivator for me. That's what made me so passionate. Tupac, Biggie, NWA, Easy E, all these rappers, me hearing them, seeing them growing up. And there's a lot of people my age, they don't even know who I'm talking about. Even more underground rappers too, Texas rappers too have always been
Shout out
huge
DJ
influence.
Screw.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to mention that, man. UGK, DJ Screw, Bun B, Thug, all of them out of Texas. Those have for sure been motivators. And like I'll be listening to that, and it's like no one my age, still remembers them when they were in their prime in
Zero, you know what I'm
Texas.
saying?
Yeah, exactly. The Trill days. Like for sure, that's something that's always
Gorilla Mob, you know what I'm saying? Trade the Truth. Come on. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm tapped in,
exactly.
boy. I'm
Yeah,
tapped in.
exactly. He's tapped in. Shout out. Six Deuce knows what I'm talking about too, because he's older than me, so he knows about this. But you'll be surprised, Six Deuce. The people my age, they don't even know the names we're talking about right now. But for sure,
Yeah, I'm
these
barely,
these
hey, crazy. I barely learned these past couple weeks. I got family from Tejas, right? They're out of Lufkin, Texas, and out of El Paso, Texas. Well, my grandma, she's actually that's like where she grew up. Like she was in and out of El Paso and San Antonio and things like that. So like but then
right.
she moved to California, had us. But continue.
Yeah, exactly. For sure, like all of these artists have motivated me, and I kind of, take a little bit from everyone, and that kind of, puts you in your own position. Um I just listening to them growing up, because I feel like who you are as an artist is has a lot to do with the music that you listen to, and the music that you've listened to throughout your whole life. Because you hear that, and that's kind of like who you want to be. That's kind of it inspires you when you write, when you're in the studio. Who else for sure is big outside of Texas and old school rappers. If we're talking about more new school influences, there's Young Dolph. Key Glock for sure. You mentioned him
J.
earlier too,
Cole.
the Mexican OT. You know, because I love everybody from Texas, man. All my Texas people. You know, Mexican OT for sure. Yeah, he's one of the newer influences, up and coming. Um, who else? Let me see. Mm. Just everybody, bro. You know, I listen to a lot of different types of music, other than just rap itself, and I feel like that makes you better as an artist too. You know, people be so focused on just rap and one genre, they don't really expand and listen to different genres. And I actually feel like that's a problem with El Paso right now too. As a city, I feel like we need to show love to different genres of music because a lot of people, they don't tap in just because it's not rap and it's not, shout out to my boy Kid Amore, Boozy, Aku the Master. They all make different types of music that's very untraditional from the normal, rap or normal Chicano music. And I feel like we need to show love to all music. I've always respected every single genre of music.
Genre.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly, every single genre. I've always listened to every single genre, and that makes you better as an artist because if you're just only listening to trap and rap, that's all you're gonna be one perspective. But me, I've
Yeah.
I've listened to everything, old school, oldies, um, jazz music, everything. Even like when I was a youngin', man, I used to play jazz music, um, and all of these things. Again, you're a product of your surroundings, and all of these things are gonna be stuff that's gonna help you as an artist. You can't be one sided, one minded. You have to see different perspectives on things, and that's one thing I think El Paso needs to work on too. Showing up to different genres of music, because it's not just say, man, shout out Chicano rap, shout out SA40, everybody, Peso, shout out everybody, out of El Paso who put on for El Paso doing that Chicano rap. But um it's 2024, man. I'm not saying that that's died out. YB Smoke, him himself, he's one of the youngins who is still carrying that style of music. But there's a lot of different styles now than just that. I feel like back then it was purely that, only that, and now everybody is doing their own thing. There's a lot of different styles of music. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, exactly. And I will say this about that 'cause it's a good subject. So, like, for example, me, I don't know if you know who Kalen Raps is. He's out of Dallas, Texas. Search him up. Kalen Raps, man, is who you would think
Caitlin
he's
Raps, I'm gonna have
chopping.
to tap in.
Hey,
I have to
bro,
tap in. Yeah.
man is talented. Anybody that knows him, bro, people know him probably off of those freestyles in his car. A bunch of people do that, but as far as him, bro, Kalen Raps, Calen Raps. That man is deep. Like when I tell the king of deep, like I don't care who else. People can bring your best. That man deserves his flowers, bro. Is one of my favorite artists out of Dallas, and this is the crazy part. People coming from Texas don't rap deep like that. That I'm not saying not nobody. I'm saying as far as like Chopped and Screwed was where it started. That's where you guys are the home of the Chopped and Screwed. But you guys have always had talented artists, just nobody really paid attention. That's what I'm trying to say. So I ain't saying y'all don't have it. I'm just saying that as Tejas, I'm so used to Chopped and Screwed. Same way people are just used to Cholo rap and West Coast rap in the West Coast. But there's more to offer. They just got to go look. So that's why I'm saying it tripped me out how much variety. I mean, yeah, I know Texas is big, and of course, it's one of the states of music. But as far as the styles of music, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to hearing trap, kill, drill, this and that, sauce, chopped and screwed, the golden age stuff. But as far as like music, you're right. Not many people venture out because they're scared to, or they feel like because a lot of us, I'm gonna lie, they feel like because we're Mexican, a lot of people assume we do Chicano rap and that's all we're good at. You know what I mean? Which is not the case. My Mexicans, my Latinos in general, any because Mexican is just one ethnicity. Everybody in general, don't care if you're black, white. Point is, bro, there's a lot more out there in states that you wouldn't ever think of it the same way. Like, excuse me, don't get me wrong. I don't know if you know who Draco the Ruler is. Please take your time if you like. You don't have to, guys. Go check him out, bro. Long live the ruler, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Ralphie the Plug is his brother. Not gonna lie, his brother's more like you gotta like that West Coast music. Shout Ralphie the Plug. As far as like that's how a lot of West Coast artists are. West Coast artists are worldwide, but a lot of states like our style. Some of them do, you know what I mean. Some of them feel like it's the same. So Ralphie is talented, and I love listening to him, and I think he deserves to get played everywhere. Same as Draco the Ruler, but they're like local artists out of South Central Los Angeles. They are part of the Sting team. A lot of people on the West Coast know who they are. One of my dreams was to get a feature with Draco. I still would like to get a feature with Ralphie. You know, they're talented, but point what I'm getting at is like they assume because where I come from, LA, my section, a lot of my raps to sound like that. Or I hate when promoters do this to me, bro. They always post me the cholo music. And I'm not hating, but it's like then they hear me on stage and they're like, whoa, like yeah, bro. Because I grew up listening to Kendrick, Big L. I grew up listening to other stuff than just like you know what I mean, Nas, all this good stuff, bro. You think I was just listening to Brother Lynch, X Rated?
Right.
Come on, bro. You know, so it's like I'm more musically inclined, you know, that and that's why I feel like the look we get, and I respect you trying to break your barrier because there's no disrespect to Chicano rap. Man, even right now, like that's the thing where people are gonna trip out about my mixtape. When I tell you, Zay, when you guys listen to it from front to end, you guys are gonna be like, what? Like I'm talking about smooth stuff to where the homies still bump, but the ladies gonna be like, what? I got stuff that's gonna be like that. You guys seen a preview on me Flocko PTR on some like West Coast old school funk type stuff. I have some deep stuff talking about my life. Shout out to homegirl Queen Lisa Marie. She's singing on the hook. You know what I mean? I have some Karen Rodriguez tip. I got the deep talk about my about being a father. I got stuff talking about my life. I got that West Coast bouncy, you know, my influence from Draco the Ruler. You know, that's why I brought him up, stuff like that. And then I got my stuff like, oh, you could tell his favorite artist is J. Cole. You know, but you can still tell that's Six Deuce. So like I respect that in the variety because that's exactly how I am, bro. I get mislabeled so many times,
Right.
mispromoted. Bunch of people always assume I'm this cholo. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna keep it a buck, dog. I grew up in LA. I do my thing. Allegedly, I'm affiliated. But as far as that, this is not the space for that. When I created music in general, I ain't just talking about this channel. It's never the space I feel when you're trying to be successful and treat people for who they are to try to bring the streets into anything. So that has never been a problem for me because I put it like this, bro. Half the time, that's why I hate when they mislabel me. Even though, yeah, I may have grew up that or I have my alleged affiliations, but I don't come off like that, bro. I got my right here, you know, everywhere. But I'm not flaunting it. I'm not walking the room. I've had artists freaking, and even me. But then again, man, it's my fault. We grew up in LA to where it's normal now, so you just never know what it could stand for. But I'm like, man, you guys don't see it all over, and they're like, nah, bro, you act so calm and cool, bro. I thought you were just an artist. Like, I didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, I didn't know you had those associations, and I'm like, yeah, because that's not my goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I even hate when promoters be like, oh, look at this fool. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. They say what they mean, bro. Because every time I
Yeah,
got
no,
on that
exactly.
stage, and they've been like, oh, you could rap. Like, yeah, my boy, we're not your basic, what you think we are, and shout. And even then, Chicano rap ain't basic. Just a lot of people don't feel it because they can't relate to it. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And then you got the ones that feel it and relate to it. You know, it's just what we're doing is we're growing and being artists in the Latino community. When I see us now and people like you, that's why I like to see it and why I be smoking everybody. Doesn't matter if you're old school, new school, as long as you're doing your thing and keeping it working and keeping it pushing, supporting the people you gotta support and putting your work in, dog. As long as you put your work in, can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell you a thing, bro, because they're not paying for you. And even if they are, as far like again, that's what I mean by that. Like I'm not saying people can't have an opinion on you. It's not about money. That's why I shut it up right there. Take out the money equation. I'm talking about as far as paying in the sense I'm talking about is investing in you time wise, support wise. Because money can be one thing. There's people that will invest in you for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people that just see a milk ticket and are hoping, okay, I'm gonna invest in this right now because I know he's gonna be rich and he owe me. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, bro. You support me, you're genuine, and I take care of me, you take care of you, and I take care of you, vice versa, all that. So it's like I respect that you're not trying to offend the Chicano community and our Chicano music, because the thing is, I don't mean to do that either, and there's no disrespect. Because again, shout out to people Conejo, people I grew up listening to out there in the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? And SF40, that's why I know who he is. You know, Midnight Creeping is literally our anthem. Like my all my homies in my, you know, my crowd, that's our literal, we call it our anthem. Like, because, you know, midnight creep make,
Yeah.
you know, creep me crawl, you know. So that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna get in here, people think I'm trying to gang bang, but I'm just saying respectfully love. I don't mean it to come off like that. But yeah, bro, people like him, people like Mr. Fern, Little Sicko out the IE, you know, a gang of, there's just hella hard artists. Oh, Clica One, can't forget Clica One, my boy. You know what I'm saying? So there's just all these people that I know we listen to and have love for and influenced us, but exactly that. A lot of people walk so we can run with it. You know what I mean? And that's good. You know, the people that deserve it. So I see you putting that work in. I see what you want for yourself. And it was good to hear your story, how you came about, what you guys plan to do, how you YB Smoke guys show this back. That's exactly what I'm lucky and blessed to have. And I wanna say this to anybody. Look, real quick, because I do want you to get your word in. And after this, feel free to shout everybody out what music. I tell anybody that comes on, this is the time. I always make this joke because it's true. I don't care if you got a dentist appointment coming up, you want to shout it out. You know what I'm saying? This is your floor. This is what y'all got to do. But this is what I'm going to say real quick. My advice to anybody, especially working close with your team, just because people disagree, right? You gotta learn as a team. Please separate emotions and what you guys feel and what you're trying to create for what it is. The reason why I say that, because too many friendships and record labels and people break apart because they can't disagree. Same as family. We unless people are crazy, because then man, you got people got no respect if they're like this. But my brother, we argue all the time, bro. Me and my brother have had freaking fallouts, don't talk to each other for a couple of months. You think I hate him? You think I'm gonna diss him? You think I'm a talk bad on him? You think I'm a act weird with him? Nah. So I encourage that with your team. Don't let little stuff make you guys start turning against each other, or because you disagreed. Because it's okay to agree to disagree. I want to make that very clear to any people coming up and trying to show love to each other. Never act like you're too good, and there's no I in team. So if you guys are trying to come together as a team, appreciate the fools you got supporting you, holding you down, bro. Because at the end of the day, those the ones you got to take care of. Those the ones that are gonna take care of you. No opportunity. I don't care. If fools say it all the time, I don't care. I mean, I stand 10 toes. There's not $1 billion you could pay me to dog my boys out. There's not $1 million, $1 billion you could pay me to get an opportunity to step over my homie because I think I'm better than him. Nah, dog, I don't care, bro. If my homie's putting in his work, the people that support me are putting in their work and showing love, and they supported me since day one. When I go up, we all going up. And I guarantee you, I'm going to invest back in my people any which way I can. And the reason why I give that advice is because I see a lot of people early on or even sadly later on break apart because they don't believe in themselves, so they don't invest in themselves. And also, don't let things deter you because you see something more popping and you see what you and your homie got on ain't popping yet. It don't matter. Don't look at other people's accomplishments, bro. Look at what you got going on in front of you and be glad, because it's gonna build it brick by brick. Because what happens when you start building brick by brick, eventually it's gonna build a wall. Yo, all right, you built your wall, build your other three walls. All right, bro, now we build the roof. It's just facts. It's just facts. You're not gonna get the whole house at once. You know what I mean? You're not gonna walk outside right now, but like, I want to build a house. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So invest in it. Don't look across and see because your neighbor got 2 stories. Like, ah, oh, damn, bro, and look at me. I just got my foundation. Exactly, bro. You got a foundation. Be grateful. Be grateful and stick with that, bro. Because one day it's gonna be what you need, and then you guys are gonna be a powerhouse. This is all metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine that. So that's just the advice I want to give to you before you shout your people out and we finish shit up. And you can say anything you want off your mind is I respect what you guys got going on because that's what kept me and my team together, bro, believing in each other. And I'd be lying to say we didn't disagree, dog. It gets pretty heated sometimes, dog, but it's all love. It's all out of love. And we ain't cussing each
No,
other
yeah,
out. I
for
don't mean
sure.
like heated like that, but it can get, emotions get high, bro, because you guys believe strongly in it. Just you guys are passionate, you know? But don't let your passion become the death of you and your friend. I don't mean that literally. I'm just talking about there's a lot of good relationships that break apart and good people that break apart because of egos, because people got too big of a head to say sorry, to know when they're wrong, to know how to just support your people's back. Some people like to soak up a bunch of support and never give it back. Some people like to use you for cloud and don't really got a good intentions for you. Some people clapping for you to win, they really want you to fail. Just know what's the difference. Can't always tell, but be grateful for the ones that got those good intentions and stick with your team, bro. That's one thing I'm gonna say. Stick with the game plan, dog. Stay down. Stay down. That's all it takes. Hey, shout out my boy
Oh
Noam real
yeah,
quick though.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Shout yourself out, your music, what you got going on, what you need, all
Oh
that good
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, for
And I'm gonna
sure.
give you
You
the
know,
floor.
first of all, shout out Six Deuce having me on. Everybody tap in, with the podcast and all that, and shout out, everybody that they're affiliated with, SR Broadcast. How you bring up Cali Hood Media too. All of that. Everybody, thank you so much. For tapping in. With Zay2Fye, it's all love is a two-way street. Respect is a two-way street. Y'all show me love and respect. I'm gonna definitely, show that back. And kind of how you were saying, with the West Coast too, that also has had a big influence on me. I work with some West Coast artists too out of Cali. Shout out Joseph. I'm gonna hop on his. He sent me an open right now. I'm gonna hop on that right after this interview here. I'm gonna get on that. And we've made music before. West Coast for sure. Shout out everybody in the West Coast. I always feel like Texas and Cali. We've always been tied, always been tied together. Um, so for sure, I hate when people try to divide it. I don't think there should be any division. I think everybody should work together. Um, in this not only music but just in everything. Um, shout out one with the moment too. I got music coming out with him. Shout out just to everybody who supported me. If I missed you in this during this broadcast, y'all know who you are. Y'all know who you are. The people I show love to. Shout out G Roy. He's a youngin doing it in El Paso. Um, shout out everybody. Inside of El Paso and outside of El Paso, and not just artists. Shout out everybody who's Seven Visual. Shout out to him. He's done art for me. Shout out to anybody who's done art, anybody who's done promotion, anybody who's helped me in any way, with this music, with just me as a person. You know, it's always love. It's always much love because without those people, I wouldn't be here where I am today. I wouldn't be the man that I am. Um, you know, shout out to my girlfriend too. She's always supporting me, always helped me out. When I was at my lows, she always brought me up. And you already know I'm gonna just keep doing my thing, man. Like you said earlier, don't let your foot off the gas, and I never am, man. Until I am where I want to be in life, I'm never gonna stop working hard, putting my work into this music, and improving myself every single day. And hey, y'all tap into Six Deuce's new mixtape too, man. I'm gonna tap into that too with YB. We're gonna listen to it, and we're gonna listen to the whole thing, through and through. And I'm excited to listen to that. I love listening to new music. That's one thing I encourage other people to do as well. Always listen to new music, underground, even if it's just your homie. If it's just your homie, you're just tapping in for your homie, then tap in. Even if it's not the best right now, it still means a lot to them. Because people tapped into me when I felt I wasn't the best, and that motivated me. So, always tap in, I always show love. I always listen to everything. If anyone wants to send me music, if you're an artist, and you're on here right now, and, I don't know you, send me your music, I'll listen to it, and we'll see, if we could work. I always work with everybody, man. It's always, love and respect to everybody who shows me that I'm going to show it back.
Now, yeah, mandatory. I just want to go on and say, hey, man, real quick, again, everybody that's tapped in and always tapped into my lives, tapped in with my music. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys right now. I want to go through again, say it again. Shout out YB Smoke. Shout out Zay2Fye for tapping in. And shout out to all your team and everybody you guys rock with. I hope all my people right now, I'm going to re-put it on the screen. Go follow his Instagram. Go follow YB Smoke's Instagram. And you guys go tap into them. They're on all platforms. And you guys can listen to my mixtape. It is not released yet, but there's a couple tracks out. You go find them. I'm on all platforms. Just search up Six Deuce. Uh, put Six Deuce preference. Easiest way to find me because there is another YouTuber with a similar name, and I got a lot. He's up there, respect to him, but I'm gonna be more up there soon. You know what I'm saying? Nah, yeah, respect, friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating. Uh, but yeah, man, I just want to go out and tell you guys if you can. I posted it right there. If you want to screenshot it, there's my personal Instagram. If you guys are interested in features or anything, you want to tap in me music. We have the podcast Insta that you're on here right now. If you want to tap in with there, it tells you all the lives information. I'm gonna even put a link today to where you guys can tap in with certain interviews or etc. or the page in general. So you want to find anything on there, go follow. We appreciate you. Then we got the Spilled Records page for our Instagram. Well, I don't know how soon we're looking for artists, but we're getting closer and closer, having new people join. You know, eventually we want it to where we do sign artists in the next 5, 10 years. But I know it sounds like a long time, but now we're still working. So for now, we can always network, do feature with all our artists. If you guys want us to promote you, we do free promotion. We show love. So I wanted to put that out there. And yeah, man, and I'm also have Six Deuce merch. I have shirts right now available for pre-order for $25. If you guys want to go tap in, I got dad trucker hats for $12 pre-order. You want to tap in, ships directly to you. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks each product to get there, but hey man, if you get them at the same time, they'll get within their same time frame. But point is, ain't about that. I just wanted to shout everything out. Shout out Cali Hood Media. And I mean, all my team, everybody tapping in. I see him. Make sure you guys go follow and subscribe to him. And the link is easy to find. If you guys go right now, the new one to subscribe to me now on this podcast, you can find Cali Hood Media link in our profile as well on this YouTube. We want to thank you again 2 Fives, Zay2Fye. My bad is because the way your Instagram, that's what I was thinking right now, is
Yeah,
backwards low key.
yeah, I feel
Uh,
you.
Nah, yeah, but my mistake, my bad. I'm a little faded and been a long day, bro. Kids, does you know? See, that's the thing, dog. Don't have kids until you're ready, dog. My kids are a blessing and kids are beautiful, bro. But your mind will be discombobulated. Like, man, did I make her a bottle? Did I shower her? Did I? Yeah. So I got a million things on my head, on me. My bad. No disrespect. Like I said, Zay2Fye. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, my boy. Shout to YB Smoke, because I know he's right there with you too. You know, you guys go follow both of them, bro. I'm gonna have him right now before we leave. Type in both their Instagrams. You guys go follow them. And again, for anybody that's on here, artists, anybody that wants an interview with SR Broadcast, tap in with me. DM us. Go follow us. We'll interview you. We'll get it cracking. It's easy. We literally the process is like 1, 2, 3. First, you get a time and a date. Send us a picture. Tell us where you're from, so I can use a backdrop. Or if you got a mixtape like myself coming out, you can use that to promote for the backdrop we created. We promote you. Secondly, I send you the link so that you can hop in. And then thirdly, we just do it and get it done. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to hop in, show love, we always show love. We always promote you on all the pages as much as we can, as much as possible. So before we head out, I just want to say all that. Thank you guys. As always, subscribe, like, comment to all my people. Don't be shy. Go show them some love. You know, that's what we're here for, to network with each other and show each other love, man. So go ahead, take it away, say what you want, my boy, and we can wrap it up. And I appreciate you guys because it's an honor for you guys taking that time, and I show my respects to you guys, man. It means a lot.
No, yeah, yeah, of course, much respect. Just like Six Deuce was saying, y'all tapping. This is a amazing opportunity right here that he's got going. I love what he's got going here because it gives more to the artist than just music. Because every artist, there's more to that. There's more to it than just music. You get to get yourself out there personally, so people can understand why you do what you do. Um, the process, and they'll just get a little look into behind the scenes who you really are as a person, because if you could be a good artist but you could be a bad person at the end of the day. It's all about being a good person and a good artist. That's always been very important to me. Again, shout out Six Deuce, shout out everybody for tapping in. Zay2Fye, y'all go stream Smooth Operator out on all platforms right now. I got new music coming soon as well. I have unreleased, y'all. And I should have said this earlier, but unreleased, I have so much unreleased music right now. I could probably drop a whole deluxe. YB knows too. Like he's heard most of my unreleased. But yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of unreleased music I got in the vault, and I'm gonna slowly start dropping that. I'm just planning it out exactly how I want to. I got a lot of new music on the way for sure. So everybody tap in for sure.
Man. Now I want to thank y'all, and again, man, we right here at SR Broadcast. You already know what it is, where we cover music, media, and more. You already know. Show some love to us. We're gonna show it back as always. I went ahead right there. Just want to take the time to screenshot, go follow them, go show them some love. And if you want to check out their reels, go run up their post. And if you guys want to go check out the YB Smoke interview we did the other day, you want to go check out J3 the Shooter, shout my boy Gnome, shout my boy Clumsy. Uh, we got my boy Chef Riot coming on soon. We got my boy Nomo. He's the artist and engineer coming soon. Y'all wait for that. Those are coming the next couple of days. We hope to get Eastside Blaze on here soon. We're working it out. I know I'm missing somebody right now, but man, we just got back to back interviews coming up. So y'all stay tapped in and make sure you guys go show love and like and comment to the interviews, man. It helps the algorithm because again, if y'all like what you see and supporting y'all people, same as my people like supporting people that I bring on here, how algorithm works. When you guys like and comment, people like you are able to see it because YouTube and everything pushes out to them. And see, I'm not trying to get famous, but it helps us all out. Helps get your people and your loved ones out there. How it gets us all out there, so I continue interviewing and getting great people on here. Because don't get me wrong, it's a plug, but I love what I do. If I did it, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a full time dad and a full time musician. So the fact that I take my time to do this a lot, bro, I love it. You know what I mean? I'm genuine with it. So it's like I respect everybody that respects me and supports me and my team. And I want everybody to always show support and respect to anybody I bring on here because that's what it's about, bro. I don't bring people on here for a laughing stock or to make memes. Like, no disrespect. Again, shout out Hood Stock, shout out American Cholo, shout out Haters World, shout out No Jumper. But it's not a monkey show over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it like that. I got that boy Norby's in trouble. What I mean by that is this is not a circus. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm not a racist person, so don't let nobody try to clip that and get me in trouble, bro. 100%. Everybody knows. And no, I'm not going to be those fools like, oh, I know somebody of color. No, bro. My little brother is literally right down the middle, black or Mexican. I'd hate my own little brother's flesh and blood if it was about that. You know what I mean? So point is, I don't care what race you are. I don't care what area you're from. I show love, bro. I'm respectful. I'm a human being, and I just want to keep bringing great talent on here. So if you guys want to tap in, we appreciate y'all. Make sure you tap in with
Man, much love
Zay2Fye and
for real.
YB
From
Smoke.
Cali to El Paso for real. Much love, much love.
You, you already know, man, from Tejas to the West Coast in general, bro. You know it's all love. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
A lot. We get a lot of hate down there, bro. But I appreciate the ones that show us love, man. I appreciate it. You already know.
yeah, for sure. Again,
Yeah, man. Hey,
much love to the West Coast.
hey, yeah, man, we're going to tap in again. Make sure y'all go watch it, like, subscribe, comment. And we got more interviews coming up. And I appreciate y'all. I expect, because I was going to ask this after, might as well say it publicly. Man, y'all might even expect a YB Smoke and a Six Deuce and a Zay2Fye track, man. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? You already know. Might get a
Yeah,
song on the
yeah,
track. Go
for
crazy.
sure. We can all get on there, man. All do our thing for sure. We could for sure tap in with that. I'd love to get something like that going for sure.
Nah, yeah, because I'm supposed to like we can get a solo song too because I'm already gonna get a solo one with YB Smoke, but I think we should do like three projects. Obviously, we'll take it slow, but as far I think that's in the mix, bro, for sure. So if y'all want to
Yeah, for
see that,
sure.
hey, tap in.
Tap in for sure, y'all.
And man, I thank you guys. It was an honor. Appreciate y'all. I thank everybody. SR Broadcast out. Let's get it.
Yeah. Much love, man. Stay safe.